Thank you. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about these. 9 of Cups and King of Cups sideways. It was more reversed, but I'm on a weird table. You think you can smell that sage? Breathe that shit in, okay? So, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands. Well, that's good. I had to pull that. 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. All right, so Temperance. So, in regards of trying to create balance, trying to create peace, trying to transmute one thing into another. I just heard timing. If you're trying to transmute something that you've invested in, something that you've explored, something that you wanted to have success with, but you just feel like your hands are tied, waiting for there to be movement, for there to be change, growth. But you feel like what you thought was going to make you happy kind of has you questioning what you're feeling in this moment. Hi, Gentera. Hi, Kelly. 9 of Cups in reverse. Jess, you shut up. 9 of Cups in reverse. Upright, it's what you want. It is that comfortable feeling that this makes me feel good. Whether it's food, whether it's a person, a job, an animal, TV show, whatever it is, okay? Something that feels like home. Something that gives you that constant, that comfort, that feel good. Now when it's in reverse, especially when it's in reverse, it usually represents shattered dreams. It represents not being able to get that energy, to grab that energy. Or when it's paired up with the King of Cups in reverse, even, it feels like you poured so much into this 9 of Cups energy to get what you want, to find that happy. You know what it tastes like. You know what you want. But you poured so much of yourself. Maybe even putting everyone else before you. Moving in such a way that you care about how it's going to affect this person. How your words are going to hit this person. What it's going to bring in the long run. Not for yourself first, but for the other person. So it's showing up for everybody but yourself. That's not going to create balance for you. That's not going to create harmony. And it's not going to temper and transmute what you're wanting to pan out in the way that you're expecting. King of Swords, 10 of Swords, Empress, Page of Cups. 2 of Cups, Strength card, Page of Cups, Empress, 10 of Swords, King of Swords. Whether it's a connection that you had with somebody, whether it's you talking to your higher self in the mirror, wondering why things have to be this hard regardless, trying to daydream of better days with the Empress and the Page of Cups. But also knowing that if you want to grow, there's something you got to let go. And 10 of Swords, that something is painful, okay? King of Swords, 5 of Pentacles says you know what it is. You know what you got to leave behind. You know what creates lack for you. 3 of Pentacles. It's time to learn. Kelly, can I get on the list? Yes, you can. All right. So now let's go for it. Messages. Most important thing you need to know. Let me write down. Kelly, Miss Sugar Tits. I think you asked me how my trip is up here. It's cold. It's dry. It's dirty. It's 9 of Cups. No, I'm glad that I'm here with my dad. I'm glad that Carter gets to be with him and see him. But there's just so much fuckery always, and a lot of emotions too. I took Carter to the cemetery today to try to explain to him a little more about death and about cemeteries, and I'm crying, and he's picking me flowers and making me put on Carmex and trying to make me feel better. And you go, it's New York, at least you're with Pops. Yes. There's also been some epiphanies there too that I didn't ask for deep shadow work, child deep-rooted childhood shadow work, and it hit me across the face very hardly in waves today, randomly. Burn that fucking sage. I'm okay. A long time ago, I asked for this. The things that dawned on me today, and where you have to, it's not drawing the line in the sand. It's understanding at the end of the day what peace is for you and what peace is for those externally to you that are connected to you. Sometimes it's not about boundaries. It's about finding your own peace and your own closure. And not everything that you experience, not everything that you know, not everything that you see is not everything that you have to say. That's a hard fucking pill to swallow. But it's okay. I know I'm growing. I know that it's going to help me a lot now and down the road. And it's going to help me be a better mother and a better lover one day if I choose to. But why we do the things we do. Go look at your parents. It might not be a shadow of them. You might not mirror them. It might be running away from who they are. Does that make sense? Most important thing the collective needs to know. But you love them, right? Most important thing you need to know. 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is a fucking essay. All right. Break. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They told me. Magician. Chariot, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, 9 of Wands. Queen of Swords, 5 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Swords upright. You got this, sugar tits. You're tougher than you ever imagined. Don't want to be tough anymore. You know what I mean by that. Hey, Pops. Pops is in the house. Carter's like, that's my mom. Everybody say, yeah, y'all can say hi to Pops and Carter. Most important thing the collective needs to know. In regards of 10 Wands underneath this, the despair, the heartache, the disappointment, the burdens that you've held for so damn long, the burdens that ended up knocking 3 of these cups down out of the 5 that you originally had, the burdens that you can't stop looking at. To pay attention. Y'all ain't even seeing these 2 cups that are still standing right here. 5 represents uncomfortable change for me as a reader. This man is dressed in black. Now, usually, most Americans associate black, oh, you know why? Fuck, I just said American. That was for someone. As mourning. Spiritually, black represents to me an absorption and blend of every color of the rainbow. It is very protective. So 5 of Cups is supposed to be disappointment, sadness, sorrow, in regards of all the burdens that you carried. But in reality, it's time to wake the fuck up and stop worrying about what you lost and start protecting what you still got. Because it's not over. It's not all gone. The Magician. In regards to the 5 of Cups, if there is a will, there is a way. Oh my God, I've been being visited by mourning doves for the past week. You guys know I work with this deck. Doves are white. This looks gray. Maybe it's a white dove, but it looks like a fucking mourning. That's to me. So, mourning doves represent peace, prosperity, renewal, hope. In regards of those things, you can manifest. Hi, Karina. How are you? You're not late. You're good. I'm early. Chariot, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands. How are you going to manifest that? The prosperity, the peace, the hope, the renewal. There has to be a lot of fucking spark. There's got to be a lot of drive. There's got to be a lot of passion. There's got to be a lot of inspiration. Page of Cups, his mind will wander in a good way. He's a daydreamer. Take control of the dreams. Ground them. Bring them into reality. And with the Ace of Wands, light that shit on fucking fire. The castle in the background represents a place that you've never been before. A journey. Is it a journey? Or is it an adventure? That clicked yesterday with me and Carter. I was like, all right, we're not going on a trip. We're not traveling to get a 5-year-old excited. We're going on an adventure. Spice. Ace of Wands. Most important thing you need to know. Ace of Swords, 9 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 5 of Wands. Once you take action, once you see clearly. When I talked about protecting the 2 cups behind you, Ace of Swords, it cuts both ways. Hi, Kyle. How are you? I hope you're warmer than me. It will cut both ways, okay? So be careful in regards of guarding, because 9 of Wands is a guarding card too. Now with Ace of Swords, though, this and the 5 of Wands here, this combo right here, most important thing you need to know, master and own everything that you do. He cannot see, and he's standing on the sharpest sword in the deck. And the sword is down, done deal. He's done this before. So, these 4 cards right here, in regards of sadness and disappointment, this talks about speaking with conviction, knowing how to transform, because you've had many transformations before, because you know that you're resilient, because you know that you're growing every day, because you don't need to see, you feel, you know. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, that is going to bring victory. That is absolute fucking success. That is everything that you've invested in, not only just growing, it's like watching a flower like just open up and bloom right in front of you. 8 of Pentacles with a 10 of Pentacles. That's your legacy. That's that is having everything that you want, having everything that you need, having everything that you dreamed of. That is the 10 of Pentacles. Those are things that you have that you get to pass on to your children. And you make it just right that when I say want, have, and need, that's mind, body, and soul. That's your home, that's your food, that's your kid. Those are the lessons. And everything in this worldly matter that you leave behind for them. Most important thing you need to know. 4 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Swords upright. When shit hits the fan, you can't be here anymore. I mean, that's... I just heard, at the end of the day, the party's got to end. My guides have been really interesting since I've been up here. But I mean, in reality, you look at it, like, the reason why I'm coming here in New York, what is the one thing we come here for? One thing that everybody gets to do in this lifetime. Death. Transformation. Most important thing that you need to know. You don't have to look at death as something bad. You don't have to look at death as something sad or scary or anything to be afraid of. If you've done good in your life, most important thing that you need to know, you know that you left such a huge imprint on your mission, on your journey, on your adventure, that you don't have to have your meat suit in order to still exist. Because everywhere that everyone goes that knew you, there will be something around them that reminds you of them. And it's not too late to get there. If you feel like you're lacking, if you feel like you're holding yourself back, or if others are holding you back from living the dream, from doing what you want to do. How do you, I don't know if people even think about this, had this talk the other day. How do you want to go out? How do you want people to remember you? What do you want to be known for? What do you dream or wish to leave behind? And it's not morbid and it's not taboo. It's real conversation with real people having real life experiences. We create our own reality. We have no control over those external to us. Those who end up into our reality, coming and dancing in our little bubble, get to taste us for a moment. And whatever it is that they taste is our legacy to them. That's a huge ripple effect when you put that drop in the bucket. What's the saying? The golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's so much deeper, for me anyway, right now in this moment, than I could ever fucking imagine it would ever have been before yesterday. Final tip. The most important thing you need to know, what's your legacy? Final tip for the collective. I'm not going to cry. Your final tip. When we started with messages from the universe, we had Temperance at the bottom of the deck. We had the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Shattered dreams and chaos. Your final tip from the universe. Make that shit fucking happen. Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Temperance. King of Cups. And you're upgraded to the Ten of Cups upright. This shit came out in reverse. With this at the bottom of the deck. You've seen all the shuffles that we did. All the splitting that I do on the table. Your final tip. Go shit some fucking rainbows. Nine of Wands is resilient. It's a beautiful energy. I don't care how many times I get knocked down in life. I've seen so much shit. I am tough. I am strong. I've grown. I know what I want. I know every time that I near the end of a cycle, I get this huge fucking boulder thrown up in front of me. But I'm getting to the point where I've done this so much, I see it coming before it even gets there. The Ace of Swords that I spoke about, where he can't even see, and I hop the fuck over that bitch. Because you get better every time. Your final tip, know that you're getting better every time. Stop looking at the 3 cups in front of you that spilled the fuck over. Because you're not done yet. Temperance, Ten of Cups, King of Cups. This is dreaming big. This is having bigger. This is crossing the finish line with more than you could have ever imagined. 5 of Cups and 2 of Cups. In between, there's the 3 of Cups. Know who you hang with. Know who your circle is. Know who you're investing in. Whether it's a family member, whether it's a coworker, a lover, a best friend, the guy who makes your coffee. Know who you're investing in. Me and my dad had this conversation outside in regards to the investing. Because when the Knight of Wands falls right next to the Page of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords, if you have children, how are you investing in things that you're investing in? How are you treating people? What are you doing to people? What are people doing to you? If you're letting people treat you like shit, if that's what you're investing in, do you want that to happen to your son, or do you want that to happen to your daughter? Is that the legacy that you're leaving? Can you commit to that? Can you commit to this for your children? No. But you'll do it for yourself. 2 of Wands. King of Wands. That might just be all that you ever knew. But guess what? With the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, when I talked about going through fucking hellfire and then passing through it and then going on to the next lesson and passing through it and each time you get smarter, each time you get braver, each time the reward is bigger, but each time, new level, new devil. The levels were always in you, just like the devil. One of these days, if you guys keep on your journey, your adventure, you're going to get to the point where you're going to see that. That's your shadow side. The side of you that you don't want to see might not even be a side of you that you ever showed up as. Think about it. My shadow side is cheating and loyalty. They're both disgusting. How can you be loyal to someone? How can you be loyal to someone that cheats on you? How can you cheat on someone that's loyal to you? That's a paradigm, ain't it? So what is your legacy? Final tip, your legacy should be all the generations that come after you are better than the ones before you. There's 3 generations in that card. The white dog is pureness and loyalty. The old man is the grandfather of wisdom. Not saying that, and then the red is his sacrifice. He might have had to have a toxic life so that you could grab the lesson and break what he went through the children. The rainbow, the Ten of Cups rainbow, represents, I know that there's been shitstorms. I know that life's not perfect. I know that things kind of suck right now, but I choose to be happy. Hi, Em. You go, that's true. In regards to the last thing that I said about choosing to be happy, that's where the in time came. Because this is divine timing. In time. If you choose to be happy, final tip, in time, you'll get to the King of Cups. Which is being able to control your emotions, detect your emotions, be emotionally available. Almost said this because I read it. Yes, Karina. Give the love that you have and give it the right way. So that there's no 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck for the next generation. 10 of Swords and Chariot. 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Chariot. Last thing I'll say before I go on to Latrice. King of Cups will recognize the emotion. Like I said, detect the broken heart. Create the painful ending. Lay it the fuck down. Be in control. Shadow side. Hello. Embrace the sides of you. Embrace the parts of you that you don't like, even if you had nothing to do with them. That is part of shadow work as well. Final tip. All right, and then Karina, did you want to ask 3 specific questions or did you want messages from the universe?